Well, good morning, guys. I've drove down to Little Rock to Pinnacle Mountain State Park. The plan today is I'm going to hike the East Summit Trail. We're going to hike up the east side, reach the summit, and the plan is to hike down the West Summit Trail and then make my way back around the base trail back here to where I'm parked. I've never hiked the East Summit or the West Summit Trail, so it should be fun. They say the east side's a lot harder because you have to climb over some boulder fields, so I may have to put the camera down at quite a few points and climb using all fours, but should be fun. Should be a nice view when we get up there. Might have a snack when I get up there, and then we'll head down the west side and check it out. Let's go for a hike. Okay, so you gotta pay attention. There's a lot of trails that intersect with each other. So they have these signs everywhere, and of course on the trees they have the blaze marks, and on the East Summit Trail they're going to have the blaze marks on the rocks, because you get up there and you're paying so much attention to the rocks, climbing on the rocks apparently, that they've put them down on the rocks where you can see. Pay attention to that sign. That's what I got to go up, the East Side Summit Trail. It's climbing rocks. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, blazing on the rock. Man, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get used to these glasses. They're no line bifocals. It's hard to get used to. That way I don't have to keep doing this with my readers. So it's hard for me to see that. But anyway, there's a blaze right there, and it's on rocks as you go up. Let's go. the things I do to give you guys a shot. You got to use all fours coming up a lot of this. That's a pretty good ways down. It's good cardio though. I just come off of having the flu 2 weeks ago, so I'm feeling it a little bit, but I want to get up there, no worries. Someone else is out enjoying the nice warm weather. He's like, man, I've got a good spot on this rock and I am not moving. I don't blame you. It's beautiful out here. Here he goes. Okay. That way, these girls here are headed down. I think I'd rather go up. It'd be hard on the knees and ankles coming down. It's quite a challenge going up. But the rocks are good and solid, good foothold everywhere. You might have the occasion where it's, you know, you'll be stepping on the very sharp edge of a rock, but if you have good boots, hiking shoes, it's not a problem. But, you know, you need to be in somewhat decent shape to do this, but you can stop and take breaks. Plenty of places to take breaks. It's pretty out here though. It's quiet. Look at the view all the way around. Onwards and upwards. I'm not dead yet, fellas. I may be before the day's out, but I'm not dead yet. So that's what I'm saying. You got to keep looking ahead. You see the red and white marker on that rock? You got the red marker on this rock. So you have to look ahead, see where your markers are, so that you don't, you know, wander off over there or wander off up on that. They got them spaced apart where it's easy to see them along the way. Over there is where we're headed. We're almost to the top. Of course, I've said that, what, 2 or 3 times already? Some of these places here, some of these places get a little tricky. You know, it's slick. There's only a narrow spot between the rocks that sometimes you can't get your foot in. But you have to get down and grab the rocks. Or if you can find a better way around it, don't get you too far off, but it's best to stay on the trail. And you'll be fine. Just take your time. Let's move on. We're almost there. It's time to sit down and have a bit of a snack and a drink of water and enjoy this view. Love these things, how easy they are to peel. So after my break, I'm going to head down the West Summit Trail. It's easier than the east. I'll go down, connect to the base trail, and just walk halfway around the base trail back to the East Summit parking lot. I'm going to sit here and enjoy this for a little bit. I think I'll have a couple of crackers too. Heard some people got to the top over there. They sound like they was in pain. So if you want to come down the west side, you'll see these markers here. You'll follow these rocks all the way down, and it's rocky. You see some, I don't know if you can see them, but there's someone coming up there. But once you get down to about where they're at, it's supposed to get a lot easier. So you just have this short section of rocks on this side of the trail. Like I said, on the east side it's a lot. So if you're not up to rock climbing, I don't know if I'd call it hiking, it's more rock climbing. But if you're not up to rock climbing, you might come up the west side and then go back down the west side. That guy just came running by me. You ain't gonna catch me running up and down this. Maybe 20, 30 years ago, I just had a little chat with a lady who was, I don't know, I would guess probably in her 60s maybe. And she seemed fit, and she was climbing up those rocks, you know, I showed you earlier. She said it keeps her moving, keeps her young, and she was doing a good job of it. So I sit and chat with her for a minute, and she was from the suburbs of Atlanta. Says she would much rather live out like this, you know, away from the city or the suburbs. But she's here on vacation. She's checking out Pinnacle Mountain and said she loves it. It's one thing about Arkansas, we have a lot of beautiful places to go hike. You know, hiking, fishing, kayaking, boating, you name it. There's so much to do in the outdoors here. Beautiful, beautiful state. I'm surprised at the number of people I'm meeting, being a Tuesday, but it is so nice out. I think the high today is supposed to be around 75. So that's where I live, probably about 80 miles from here. So it usually gets a little warmer down here. I don't know, it might get close to 80 down here, but it's such a beautiful day. I'm so sick of the cold weather. I think we might have another round coming. They predict around somewhere in the middle of March. But, you know, that's a long ways out, so hopefully they're wrong. But man, I wish it would stay like this all the time. Another lizard. The lizards are out. They do have these benches you know, kind of dotted along the trail on the west side, so you get pooped out, you can plop down, have a rest, drink of water, get recharged, and head on up. But I'm going down. All right, so as a point of reference, this is where I'm parked at the East Summit trailhead. And this is where I came up, the East Summit, all of the boulders, that boulder field. And this is where I just came down, the West Summit trail. And I'm right here. And if I go back to the right, it'll take me around the base trail by the visitor center. I can follow it all the way along and get back to the parking here, or I could go back to the left and follow it around, go back to the parking this way. I'll probably head this way, stop off at the visitor center again, and then move along and get back to the truck. Okay, back on the base trail after a visit at the visitor center. It's a nice visitor center. Stopped in there to get me a pen, put on my backpack. I'm out of room for patches. They take up too much room, so just bought a little pen. So anyway, it's a nice visitor center. It's new, fairly new. Built in 2023 or dedicated in 2023. I think that's what the plaque said. And yeah, it's really nice. You should stop and check it out if you're ever here. They have the ice cream place there. It wasn't open today. I'm sure it's open on weekends. But anyway, a lot more people here on the weekends. We've hiked this base trail before, but we've never done the summit trail. I'm sure if I tried to get Kenna to do the summit trail with me, she'd probably quickly tell me what to do with that trail. She doesn't like that kind of hiking, but that's fine. Not everyone does, and I don't know that I would do that again. I've experienced it, so I can say I've done it and go find other things to do. But you never know. I might. Never know. Might just get a wild hair one day. Okay, let's get on with it. So the base trail here, it's a lot easier. You still have to watch your footing. I mean, there's a lot of little rocks and roots and stuff sticking out, but it's, you know, it's a lot easier than what I went up and came down. The only thing I don't like is that this side of the base trail runs along. There's a road down there, so you hear the constant traffic, whereas the other way you don't have it like this, so you've got to listen to traffic when you're walking through here, but it's okay. I probably would have gone the other way if I didn't want to swing into the visitor center. I guess I could have just drove back by and stopped, but I thought I'll just hike down to it, go in and get my pen. Man, that just kind of looks like a dragon or something. Looks like an angry tree. Wow. See his eye, his nose. He's got this big old long horn. I'm finding the people that I pass, they're in such a good mood and feeling chatty. Of course, you can't blame them. Sun's out, it's beautiful. They're out getting that vitamin D. It does, it's proven. It makes you feel better. You get out in the sun, beautiful weather, cloudy, rainy, snowy, icy days. You know, you got to take the good with the bad, but after a while it gets old. We're ready for some nice weather. But yeah, everybody's in a good mood today. Me too. Still trying to get used to these glasses. I had to take them off going up some of the east summit and down the west, because being the no line bifocals, it throws your focus off until you're really used to it. I think I'm doing a good job of getting used to it, but I noticed on some of those rocks the the focus was a little blurry, so I didn't want to take a chance. I just took them off. Woodpecker. Well, I've made it back, but down here, it's not a good sign. Got ambulance, park ranger, a couple other rescue vehicles. And I sure hope whoever it is okay. I'm sure it's probably on that east summit trail. It'd be easy to get hurt on that or overexert yourself. Oh, goodness. Well, that was a good day hiking. Not for those people though. I was talking to a guy on a bike over here. He said he's been sitting around for 45 minutes to an hour just out of curiosity, seeing if they brought somebody out. And so, they've been here an hour. I guarantee you they've had to go get somebody off that east summit trail. Man, that'd be hard. That'd be hard to get somebody down from that. Hopefully they're not hurt too bad, and they'll recover and be able to get out and do it another day. But anyway, I appreciate you guys coming along. I think I'm gonna go grab me something to snack on and head back to the barn. We'll see you guys in the next one. If you liked this video, we'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to our channel. Also, hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when future videos come out. We'll see you guys next time.